down, yeah. I've been feeling so.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a long time since I did my last sit down video for a reason, but here you go, another video. Since I made my last school vlog, I've gotten so many questions on my Instagram, and I decided to just make another one. So this video is basically for anybody that is planning to come to Veritas University, or you're coming in next year, or you're coming subsequent years, or you're just weighing your options, or you just want to know about the school, then keep watching. In this video, I'm not going to be talking about any basic information that can be found on Google or on the school's website, such as the courses they offer, tuition fees, accommodation fees. All those can basically be found on the school's website. I'm going to be talking about social activities, accommodation and food, the teaching method, the school dress code, and rules and regulations. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is accommodation/food. So as a first year, once you resume, you're given the option to go to the hostel and check for empty rooms, and then you see the rooms and see if you're comfortable with the way the room is, and then you go to the student affairs unit and then pick that particular room. But let's say, for example, you're given a certain room, or you pick a certain room and then you spend like a night there, and the next one you're not comfortable with the room, or there's no space for you and your stuff, you can actually go back to the student affairs unit and change to another room. So that's one perk of being a first year. Now I'll be talking about food. So if you don't already know, private universities do not allow their students to cook for themselves. So there are a lot of cafeterias where you can actually go get food. But not to worry, because like I said, there are a lot. There are so many where you can actually go get food. So let's say you don't like food in this particular cafeteria, you can actually go to another cafeteria and buy your food. It ranges from 250 to 300 if you don't eat so much. But if you eat so much, then you could be going to around like 400 or 500 per meal. There's a fair option for varieties once it comes to food, but depending on the cafeteria where you like to eat. Some cafeteria will normally just give you staple foods like rice, spaghetti, indomie, yam, like those things that you can easily find. But then there are some cafeterias where you can actually go and get like moi moi. Just know that food is not a problem as long as you have your money. The next thing I'm talking about is dress code. So Veritas University is not like some universities where they say do not wear trousers or jean materials, or you have to wear corporate wears during school hours. Some people even literally go to morning classes with slippers, which is not nice and doesn't look proper. But for school, for Veritas University, they just expect you to be modest in your dressing. For girls, you should dress decently. I don't think there's any clothes that is banned, like is not allowed, except camouflage colors. Any camouflage color of clothing is not allowed. Any other type of clothing is actually allowed. And then if you are in a department where they capitalize so much, or they emphasize so much on departmental wears and colors, then there's a particular day where your whole department would be dressed in a particular color. Let's say you're in microbiology, the color is yellow. Let's say you're in accounting, the color is light blue. Let's say you're in entrepreneurial studies, it's navy green. So before you come to school, or once you resume, be sure to ask your department what colors they usually wear, and you're expected to wear this, else you'll pay a fine or something like that. Trousers are allowed. Girls can wear trousers, jean trousers or corporate trousers. Any kind of trouser that you want to wear, you can actually wear that. For hairstyles, I don't think there's any hairstyle that is banned. So you can basically wear braids, weaves, wigs, any kind of hairstyle is allowed. For color of hair, black, brown, and any sort of color. You're not allowed to wear like bold colors like pink, orange, yellow. You can wear like, or you can mix them up, so it just becomes subtle. It's not like too bright. If you want to use gold color, maybe you could mix it up with like black, so it doesn't look too shiny. But apart from that, every other thing is allowed. Makeup is allowed as well. You can wear makeup as long as it's not so bold, but makeup is allowed. Nails, you can also wear nails. There are even places in school where you're allowed to make your nails, as long as they're not like as long as Cardi B's. But you can make your nails, you can paint them any color you want, as long as they're not bold. Like I said, they just emphasize on modesty. For the guys are not allowed to wear like sleeveless clothing or shorts during school hours. You can wear that in the evening times, but during school hours you have to wear proper clothes like trousers, long trousers and long shirts or short sleeves. The next thing I'll be talking about is social activities. Many people think that if you go to a private university that you literally turn to a nun, but this is not true. Veritas University is among the private universities that host so many parties. Like I'm telling you, there are so many parties that go on in school. The only thing is, before you actually organize a party, you need to take permission from the school. But once you have that permission, then you can throw your party. You can even organize like a birthday party in school, but you need to take permission before you organize your birthday party. So there are Halloween parties where people have to dress up like Halloween style. There are Valentine parties. There are different kind of parties. We have most of our parties in second semester because that's when we have more social activities because it's second semester. We have Students' Week and Departmental Weeks where every single department is going to have a week in the whole of the second semester. So let's say there are 16 departments. Therefore, 16 weeks out of second semester is going to be dedicated to each department. So in the whole of second semester, I don't think there's a day where there's nothing happening. There are movie nights, dinner nights, there are game nights, there are concerts like beauty pageants, beauty contests, so many things happening in school. So you don't have a problem once it comes to social activities. The only con is that every social activity happening within the school compound has to end by 11 p.m. because 11 p.m. is time for curfew. So anything going on has to end by 11 p.m. And I also forgot to say that we also have bonfires, so party style, like I said. Under social activities, I'm also going to be talking about sports. So if you're a sports person, someone asked me this question. If you're a sports person, Veritas University is very including of people like you. I have a friend who's like really good at football and he's like hot cake literally in my school. So if you're a sports person, football, basketball, table tennis, badminton, volleyball, handball, there is something for you in school. Like we literally have like snooker boards in front of our hostels where like you can basically just come down from your room and then you play snooker with your friends in front of your hostel. So if it comes to sports, Veritas is very including in sports people, so you have no problem if you're a sports person. The next thing I've talked about is the teaching method. So I can say for my lecturers, because I've not been taught by anyone else, but Veritas University lecturers are very helpful and they will want you to do your best at every single time. Once they are available, you can always speak with them if you're having difficulty in any subject or having any problem in school in general. Veritas University has a standard that if you do not have at least 75% attendance, I think it's more now, I think it's like around 80 or 85%. If you don't have at least 80%, let's put the benchmark at 80%. If you don't have at least 80%, you will not be admitted into the examination hall. I have witnessed so many instances where people were not admitted into the examination hall because they didn't have the required percentage of attendance. After the whole lectures for the semester, before examination actually starts, they will usually paste for every subject or every course rather. They will paste your name plus your attendance percentage. And because like we are all human beings, it can be an error. You may even have been coming to classes and then maybe something happened. So you should definitely check before examination time so that when it's time for exams, you don't have any problem. Because the day you go to write exams, you have to stand outside and then the lecturer will submit the list of people qualified to write that exam to the invigilators. So the invigilators will call your name before you go into the examination hall. So definitely try to check your attendance record before examinations. Now the final thing I'm talking about is the school rules and regulations. If you don't already know, Veritas University is a Catholic university and Mass is a Catholic practice. If you choose to come to Veritas University, you should have an open mind and attend Mass because it's a Catholic university and you came there. So it is compulsory to attend masses every single Wednesday. Wednesday masses are community masses, whereby everybody in school is supposed to attend. Lecturers, teachers, everybody is supposed to attend that mass. And the mass is at 12 and it ends around like 1 or 1:30. You have to attend that mass. In fact, I think once it's like 11:45, lecturers even end classes, so you have enough time to walk down to the chapel. It's very essential that you attend Wednesday masses. Another day for compulsory masses is on Sundays. There's 7 a.m. mass and there's 9 a.m. mass, and they always take attendance at these masses. These 2 days, attendance is essential. Another thing is that Veritas University is very strict when it comes to the use of hard substances. So getting caught using it, selling it, or even just getting caught with it can get you expelled or suspended and sent to rehab, especially when you're caught on school property. Another thing which many people have asked me is if we're allowed to leave the school compound, and the answer to this is yes, we're actually allowed to leave the school compound. It's not like we're prisoners or anything. The only thing is, before you leave the school compound, you need to have taken permission from the Dean of Student Affairs. So we all have this exact book, call it exact card, where you go to the Student Affairs unit, get it signed, and you need to have a reason to go out of school. Whatever that reason is, none of my business, but you have to give a reason. They won't let you leave the school compound without having a reason. But yes, you can actually leave the school compound and go out. And when coming back, you need to come back on the exact date stated on your exact card. Don't spend 1 more day or 2 more days, except if you have been given permission from someone in management. So I hope that answers most of your questions. If you have more questions, let me know in the comment section. I'll also be leaving the link to my Instagram where you can ask me questions as well. If I get enough questions, I'll make another video, but if I don't, I'll simply just give you an answer on whichever platform you decide to ask me on. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.